All right, y'all, read something yesterday that just kind of took me by surprise. I'm not used to reading it, and I wanted to share it with y'all. It was coming out of Luke chapter 22, if you want to go ahead and turn there, or if you want to take note of that. See, I believe Jesus Christ is the Son of God. I believe He came from heaven, and He walked on this earth in flesh. He felt pain. He felt hunger. Even says how He starved, and that's how the devil tried to get to Him by His weaknesses, by saying, hey, just turn this rock into bread. Trying to tempt Him to use His power for His own selfish needs. When He was starving, it wouldn't be so selfish, would it? If you're starving, but see, He was coming down here to glorify God, not Himself. And everything we do, it needs to be glorifying someone, either God or ourselves, because we're going to answer for that. Every walk of life that we take is going to be saying something about who we are. Every action, the way we dress, what we accept in our life, the way we talk, the way we hang out and joke, all this says something about us. Now, in chapter 22, when you go to 31 through 34, Jesus is telling Peter about his denial that's going to be happening that night. And he's also telling all the apostles, get prepared. Satan's already demanded that he be able to sift through y'all, which means he's going to be trying to try them in every way to see exactly who is real, who isn't. But Jesus said He's already prayed for them. Let me tell you something. He's already prayed for you and me too. And that exact same prayer. Because He told him, He said, God, don't just watch over these right here, but watch over all them that comes to know me and love me and believe in me from their words. And if you believe in the gospel, if you believe in what is written, if you believe that He is the Son of God, and that He did come down from heaven, He walked in this flesh, He was brutally assaulted and hung on a tree for the heinous crimes, and died for you and for me, went to the grave, then rose again on the third day, and He was revealed inside of a sealed room of over 500 people, eyewitnesses. Then guess what? There was nobody that could dispute it. No one wrote against that. It only takes 2 people in that time frame as eyewitnesses for them to say something was real. You had over 500 that said the exact same person that we saw that was stabbed in the ribs, where blood and water, which whenever you die, your blood separates from the water. Look at any animal that's been laying out there, you'll see the blood where it's separated, and the hardness of the blood has settled to the bottom, and the water came on top. Well, they pierced Him, and He had blood and water come out. He was dead. It was proof, scientific proof, this man is dead. He's not unconscious. He is not just going to get up and walk away in a few hours. He is dead. Everybody saw that. Roman soldiers that was skilled in the art of killing people, saying straight up, this man is dead. No denying it. But He's over there showing the ribs. He's showing the hands. He's showing His feet. How He was hung up there. So in 3 days He rose again and revealed Himself. And then He went to heaven and said, when I go, I'm going to ask the Father to send the Spirit so He'll comfort you. He'll teach you in everything. So you may rise, so you may gather, so you may know the truth, so you can listen to His voice. That's what He was saying. That's what He did. If you believe that, that means you're going to act that way. So whenever He's talking about sifting them, Simon, Simon, behold, Satan has demanded permission to sift you. What it's saying is sift you, it's saying to sift all of you that believes in me, because He wants to know who is legit. He wants to know who's going to cower down whenever they're coming against you. He wants to know who's going to stay in His word and going to live a holy life separated from all this other that wants to come against you. He wants to know that, I can get him. That's what He's saying, just like He did with Job back there. Y'all, he went to the throne, he's begging, he's like pleading, saying, if you just give me just a little bit, I can take them away from you. I'll show you just who your children are. That's what He's doing. If you sift wheat what you're doing is you're taking the wheat off of the wheat thing, and you're doing like this to get the shells, the bad part that you can't eat, off of the fruit. And he's trying to see if there is really any fruit in you. So through everything that you have right there, remember, there is one that came and died on a cross for you and for me, that loved you just that much. He died in a grave and rose again to show you that I am the first fruits. I rose again. And just like I said I was going to rise again, and I did it, I'm going to rise the ones that believe in me again when I call on them. So now what this world does to you, you will have a final resting place. The only question is, will it be a resting place of ease? With the Maker, with the one that said, trust in me, and I'll come back, and I'll be with you, because he loves you. The one that said, I'll send the Comforter to walk with you through all your trials, everything you're going through, no matter how hard, whenever you can see nothing but evil and crime and hurt around the world. And he's saying, I'm going to send that Comforter just to wrap his arms around you and hold you tight and carry you through the hard times of life. And then I'm going to show you the true meaning of the word when you ask, when you open it up, when you read. That's what the Comforter does. That's what the Holy Ghost does, y'all. That's the Spirit of God that Jesus sent back for you and for me to comfort us. If we believe in him, if we hold him tight and know that he's a Son of God. Now that belief, it's not of the mind, y'all. No. Belief is not just thinking something. Belief is taking action. Belief is a verb. You sit down on a chair that has 4 legs, you believe it's going to sustain your weight, right? Or else you wouldn't take your weight off of your feet. If you didn't believe that, you'll be keeping your weight on your feet even though you're propping yourself up. You believe your gas tank says full, it means you have plenty of gas in it. That's the reason why you're not stopping at every single gas station you pass just to top off. And that means if you believe that Jesus is the Son of God, and he came down just like he said, and he's going to come back just like he said, and he's going to rise the ones that believed in him just like he said, and you're either going to have a body of glorification or a body of death for damnation. That means you're going to live a life as you believe. You're going to live a life to honor him. That's what it says. Because the devil is going to come at you just to see what you're made of. The devil is going to see just if you're going to look like the world or if you're going to look like one of his. And he's going to bet and plead, and he's going to promise God, I can turn them if you just take your hand off just for a little while. And y'all, just remember, no matter what you're going through, the final say-so is God, and the choice is still yours. Doesn't matter what's going on. This body is not our final destination. This body will fade away. Everything you're going through is just a speck when it comes to eternity. But y'all, no matter what comes my way, no matter how this life ends, I know where I'm going. And I want everybody else to know that way is offered to them just the same. This world is going to hate you for standing up against them. This world's going to hate you and despise you because you're different. You've already seen remnants of that all over the place. But this world is also going to burn one day. Peter talks about it. Every molecule, everything that you see is going to vanish away. All these bodies will not last forever. You're not guaranteed your next breath. But since everything in the past has become the truth in this word, everything that is happening right now was also predicted in this word. And that means everything that it says about the future, about the judgment day, about him coming back for us, is also got to be true. Y'all, make sure you're ready to be sifted. Make sure you can stand up. Make sure that your actions are showing just how you believe. Because he loves you. He died on a cross for you. You're not going through this just because God's got some vendetta against you. No, you're going through this because you're in this world of sin. The other part of that verse, where he's talking to Peter about when you come back, you'll be strengthened and strengthen your brothers. It goes back to 2 Corinthians, very first chapter, 3-6, where everything that you go through, if you trust in him and he brings you out of it, that same comfort, now you have the strength, now you have the experience that you can help those others that don't believe yet, that have no hope for tomorrow, that don't know what's going on in the world, and they believe like I should just lay down and die. That you can go and wrap your arms around them and bring them out and show them that there is hope for tomorrow. Not just in this life, but in the next. That same comfort, that same comforter in us, he wants to comfort them too. But they'll only be able to see it if they see it in you. Don't give up. Know you have one right there with you. Know that he loves you with all his heart and all his mind. You know, I love y'all too. Keep looking up. The best is yet to come. God bless.